Om Shanti, I'm back online. Yeah,
Yes, clear.
yeah, thank you, Baba. So Baba talked about the specialities of Brahmin in the conference yesterday, and then she said, being Jnani, Yogi, and Karmatik are the three specialities of our Brahmins. Those of us who shall cooperate with him in his services, who live with him and go with him. And he also talked about the specialities of the conference in itself, wherein we get the company of the customer, the fortune and blessing, that is Baba, and Baba becomes helper by giving one set of contribution will give multi-million folds of returns. And Baba also said he is a merciful father because the mistakes are forgiven at this point in time. Baba yesterday had left us bringing in Maya the cat here, where we discussed about once we say man, the cat would say meow. So we need not to say me. We are companion in service, so we shall be together. That's why Baba says you are not alone. You need not to say I. Yeah. So continuing from here, today simply check these three things and to what extent you have taken benefit of the specialities of this time. To know the importance of the time means to become great, just as it is important to know oneself and to know the Father. In the same way, it is also essential to know the time. So, do you understand what you have to do? So, Baba is emphasizing now about us being aware of the time. Apart from knowing the Father, our own self, and Baba talks about understanding the confluences and the time limit now. So, Baba says, before Bapdada sits and announces the results, see your own result. This is because when Bapdada announces the results and you hear the results, you will think they have now been announced. And so, what can I do now? Now, I am fine as I am, and what I am. This is why Bapdada still says, check this and check that. Baba is telling you the results indirectly because you have been told in advance that he will give you the results, and you have also been given time. You have sometimes been given 6 months and sometimes a year. Then some even think that 6 months are up and Baba has not given, has not yet told us anything. However, as you have been told, there is now still some time for Baba to be merciful and for blessings. So despite we have Baba having given us that time, and some children would have checked themselves and had made progress, while at the same time some children would not have made such a progress and would be thinking what would happen now 6 months have passed, Baba, and and they think what is changing. So Baba says Baba is observing all this, but he's still giving us time because he's merciful. So Baba says, at present, Chitragupt, the one who takes the account, is incognito. He will be revealed later. This is why the Father still has mercy. Okay, give them one more year. After all, they are children. What can the Father not do if he wants? So Baba says that we are all children. That's why he would not want us to be kept to that time barrier. He says, after all, we are children. It's kind of a merciful attitude, Baba says, and loves us that the children can live even more time. While he also affirms that he is powerful, because he can do anything that he wants. He's that powerful. But he would still like to be merciful and give some more time to children. He can announce everything about each and every one. Some think that he is the innocent Lord. Some think that he is the innocent Lord. So some children even now continue to treat Baba as though he is innocent. He is the innocent Lord, but he is also the great death. He is not showing that form to the children now. Otherwise, you would not be able to stand in front of him. This is why he becomes the innocent Lord. Isn't that quite powerful? Baba is also being called, he is also the great death. That sounds very fierce, but Baba says he still would like to play the role of an innocent Lord, that he is merciful. And Baba says he becomes the innocent Lord. While knowing everything, he becomes ignorant. But why? To make the children complete. Do you understand? On seeing all of these scenes, Bab Dada continues to smile. What gives you fear? He continues to watch them all. Therefore, check the specialities of Brahmin life in yourself and make yourself complete. Acha. So I feel both Baba and children are tolerant here. Okay. Baba says, to all the souls from everywhere, the yogi souls, jnani souls, karmati, elevated souls who are equal to the Father, to the great souls who become great, knowing the importance of the self and the time, to the pure and sensible children with broad and clean intellects who constantly take the benefit of having all relationships with the Father and of the attainments, Bab Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Bab Dada meeting groups. Do you constantly experience yourselves to be master, almighty authority souls who are full of all powers? So Baba is asking, do we consider ourselves to be almighty authorities all the time, full of all powers? Baba says, the Father has given the treasure of all powers as your inheritance. So, all the powers are your inheritance. That is, they are your treasures. Your treasures stay with you. Do they not? The Father gave them, and so they became the children's. So, you automatically remember that which belongs to you. All of those things are perishable things, whereas this inheritance and the powers are imperishable. It is not that today you receive the inheritance and tomorrow it is finished. They are not such treasures that you have them today, but someone would burn or loot them tomorrow. The more you spend them, the more they increase. The more you distribute the treasures of knowledge, the more they will continue to increase. You will automatically continue to attain all facilities. So, you have the happiness that you have claimed your inheritance for all time. Do you not? So, Baba is talking about the specialities of the treasures and the powers. So that's why they are imperishable. And since they are imperishable and only grow as we spend, they become almighty authorities for all time. Master almighty authorities for all time. So Baba, that's why he opened that statement telling, do you consider yourself to be powerful all the time? Because we have to realize that these powers are imperishable and they only grow as we spend. Nobody can burn or loot them. So they are going to increase, that means to say they are going to as such remain with us. Baba says, so you have you have the happiness that you have claimed your inheritance for all time. Do you not? This inheritance is so elevated. Nothing is unattained. You have all attainments. Acha. At the time of farewell at Amrit Vela, Bap Dada meeting with Dadis and Dadi Nirmal Shanta. There is service in every step of the Maharatis. Whether you say anything or not, there is service in your action and at every step. You cannot stay without doing service for even a second. Whether you are serving through your mind, serving through words, or through relations and connections, you are constant yogis and constant servers. It is good. You are going to distribute and serve others with the treasures you have accumulated in Madhuban. For the Maharatis to remain at any place also becomes a physical support for souls. Nirmal Gandhi must be going out for service. So these are certain words that have been explained in that time. When Baba says even the presence of such Maharatis would become a physical support for surrounding souls. Just as the Father is the canopy of protection, in the same way the children who are equal to the Father also become canopies of protection. Because daddies would have meditated a lot at Madhuban and would be ready to share their experiences wherever they go. So, advices to souls who are inexperienced and experiencing problems. So, they somehow become a canopy of protection. Everyone is so happy to see you. So, this is a blessing for all the Maharatis. Your eyes have a blessing. Your forehead has a blessing. How many blessings you have? All the physical organs that perform actions have a blessing. What do people think when you look at them? They all understand that they experience the Father's eyes through the eyes of their souls. So when Dadis and Didi and Maharati souls, they look at the other souls, they experience the vision of the Father. That Father is looking through these Maharati's eyes onto them. So it's like getting a drishti of Baba itself, isn't it? So the eyes have a blessing, do they not? The mouth has a blessing, that face has a blessing, every step has a blessing. You have so many blessings. If you count them, you give blessings to others, but you have already received blessings in advance. Whatever step you take, your apron is filled with blessings. They show an image of Lakshmi, of how everyone continues to receive wealth from her hands. It isn't just one short time, for she becomes a goddess of wealth for all time and continues to distribute wealth. So, whose image is that? It's like being the customer of blessings, as Baba mentioned himself, and then confluence is. So this is how we are getting the blessings. How the bestowing of blessings are continuing the confluence is. So you had so many blessings. The father says that there are no more blessings left. So what should we give? You are moving along decorated with so blessings. It is said he just waved his hand and blessings were received. So the father gave the blessing of may you be equal. Through this you received all blessings. When the father became Avyak, he gave all the children the blessings of may you become equal. He did not give this to only those who were in front of them. He gave it to everyone. All the Mahavis were in front of the Father in such a form and they received this blessing. Acha. So Baba even gave the blessing that may we be equal. That is not something easy blessing to get, right? Because the king would like to be a king. The authority would have to be like an authority. But here Baba wants us to become equal to him. Baba says, all of you have everyone's blessings and medicine too. This is why even a big illness becomes something small. It shows its form, but it cannot attack you. It shows the form of changing from a crucifix to a thorn. However, and his company at every step and in every word, you continue to receive blessings and medicine from the Father. Therefore, remain carefree. When will I become free from this? Become so free that you can then come to the subtle region. Others also receive power through this. Your illness serves you. So, the illness is not an illness, but a means of doing service. Otherwise, everyone would think that all of you have health and that you don't have any experience of anything else. However, this shows its form slightly to make you experience and for you to serve others to give them courage. Otherwise, everyone would be disheartened. You just see a slight form and a sample, but most of your ground has been cutted. Only a slight trace of it remains. Actually. So as Baba initially mentioned that your presence also is a sign of power. It's a canopy of protection for others. So when the rather than babies become ill, you then understand and accept that the disease is a settlement. It's a part of their karmic accounts. And they remain unshaken and courageous. The people who are surrounding them wonder as to how can they do this? How are they able to tolerate so much of suffering? But that also is a sign of service because Baba says that you have power, that you can handle it. Baba speaking to Tamil foreigners to have good wishes for every soul in your heart is to receive thanks from the heart. Every child continues to receive thanks from the Father's heart at every step. The confluence age is said to be the time to give thanks to all souls for all time. The whole of the confluence age is Thanksgiving Day. Constantly continue to give one another good wishes and pure feelings, just as the Father also gives them. Acha. That ends the Murli. So today, Baba talks about introspection, about how much have we accumulated in confluence age, the treasures, the qualities of these treasures, the properties of these treasures, which are unlimited and imperishable and only make us more and more powerful. Baba then makes the fruits and instant more and more power and blessings onto Dadis. He said their presence matters so much to everyone, and their constant service every second, by their presence, by their words, by their mind, by their vision. So much of power lies in the Dadis. So at the end, Baba is talking to the double foreigners and says to have elevated thoughts and precious and pure feelings to about everybody. So we shall sit in silence and chant and mean it also. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Vinod Bhai. So very nice, Murli. So that actually telling us the importance of this time, right? The confluence A. So that was the initial paragraph that was talking about knowing the importance of time, how much the cycle, the whole cycle. If you take confluence age is the time when we have this opportunity to create our elevated fortune for the whole cycle. So this opportunity is actually one, right? Once we receive in the whole kalpa. So Baba would like to see us using this time in a worthwhile way to make our fortune so elevated. So knowing the self, knowing Father and the time, you know, will play a vital role for us to wake up and take charge of the time and use the time and also create our elevated fortune. So this time is very limited and we don't know how much time each one of us will get to do our prasad and make our sanskars elevated like Baba's. So Baba said to check your result also. Self-checking we have to do to see where we stand. And the result we can see that's what Baba says. So once Baba will announce the result, right? And once it is announced, then we can't do any sort of a effort so that the margin for doing effort making will end. So Yeah. So it's a very eye-opening, Murli, in terms of one to realize the importance of time. Yeah. Thank you. Any other sharings that anyone would like to, any takeaways from this, Murli, would like to share? So Baba also mentioned about the father's mercy, that the time, right, and the Chitraguptas, the account keeper, right, that is still incognito. So, so
Digit, I had already, I think, shared in the chat box. Will you be reading that out?
yeah, sure. So in the chat, yeah. So Gejaben says, stay with him, serve with him, return with him. Yeah, very nice. And time to check the result. You are the creator, and time is your creation. So yesterday's Vardhan, right? That really explains. Okay, so we have to bring time close, and the time is very short. Um, if time is making us complete, then the mark will go to time, right? So time is your creation. Bring time close, and he may be the innocent Lord, but don't take it and take it for granted, as he loves his children. Be cautious. Chitragupt is on the way, and your loving father would become Kalon, Kal, right? Master Death. Okay.
I just wanted to add a thing over there. As you rightly
Yes.
mentioned, the whole blessing of yesterday, where Baba said, Creator is not dependent on time. So, as mentioned in the Murli, if you're going to wait, oh, Baba is there, He'll give us a chance, He will make us perfect. Or there is still time left because Baba kept saying 6 months, then he said 1 year, and but it went on. So, there is still time. If we are going to depend on that time, then Baba said, you'll suddenly see my role as master death. And even so, for this, Baba told in the blessing yesterday, you have to transform yourself before time. So that was a perfect blessing. So coming to this blessings again, if you see the whole paragraph with Nirmal Shanta Tati speaks on blessings. Whenever this blessing comes, as there is a song which I used to sing when I was young, in school. The song goes like this. When upon life's billows you are tempest tossed, when you are discouraged, thinking all is lost, count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. So I always remember that, and we receive every day a blessing. So if we really take those blessings, so much blessing that those blessings become, Baba says, medicine. So this conference age is nothing but just the age of blessings. And rightly, Baba said it's a Thanksgiving age. So this is the time for us keeping the closeness of time, give good wishes and pure feelings. Then the three specialities would be a thing. I just wanted to add that to what I had shared already. Om Shanti.
Yeah, thank you, Girijaben. So this is the time, like you said, Thanksgiving age or Thanksgiving Day. The whole confluence age is Thanksgiving Day. So this is the time to accumulate all the blessings through our face, through our eyes, through our words, through our actions, or anything that we do. Just it's not only for the daddies, but also for us. So we can make others happy through any of our actions, or through our eyes or interactions. So um, that is going to definitely get some blessings in return. So that will definitely get added into our account. So that will also help us move forward in this effort making life faster. Souls experience, right? A father can also be experienced. The more blessings we accumulate, that becomes a lift for us to experience Baba closer, to experience, his guidance and his power, and right. And this is another way to take all blessings from Baba. And the time, the Chitragupt, the account keeper is still incognito. So that Baba says, right? So the Chitragupta, right? So the soul, right? Who's incognito in the body, who's taking all the account, right? And just the time, I feel the time that the current time, um, it's really getting worse day by day. I'm sure most of you might have noticed. Many are settling their karmic accounts at a very fast pace. And I mean, um, the death rate has increased a lot. So there was some articles about that. The number of death on the day is increasing a lot, not just because of the accidents and all that, but the other way also. People are a lot of heart failing, heart attack is happening. So many young age people are, dying. So this is all when, for Brahmins, this is a wake up call that the time is coming close, and we don't know how much time we will have to do Purusharth. So, so taking charge of time, or considering the pace of time, is also, will make you or intensify your Purusharth. And when Baba was talking to Dadi, right, so Baba mentioned most of their karmic accounts are settled. Just few remains, right? So, which means they will say bye bye to the Dharmaraj, right? Then the Dharmaraj Puri and go. So, I mean, it is only through the yoga, intense tapasya, jwalamukhi yoga, that we can settle our karmic accounts, right? So the time is coming close. So, we need to utilize the time. And as we know, this is a tapasya month, which is going on, right? So January 18th is very nearby. And we have additional blessings about the time. So this time, those who are doing intensifying Purusharth, they get multi-million fold support from Baba because of this Tapasya month. Any other sharings from anybody else? Vinod Pai had to leave because he has some other commitment to reach some place. So he completed the Murli, and we can. Anybody wants to share any other points, any other clarity, or want to add some of your sharings, right? Some of your experience or any point that touched you and how you're, applying it in your life, and if any experience that you would like to share, feel free to unmute and do that. Uh,
Bijit
uh,
bhai?
yes, Girijaben.
Yeah. No,
Do you?
along with these things, even what is happening, see, we are at the end of the age, extension of the copper age also. Today in South, we have this something called as Kanu Pongal. What is it? We remember our brothers, the ones living and the ones not there, and the whole brotherhood. So today also in the Murli Baba mentions about universal brotherhood. Today is the day what we do, we offer a kind of what we make the earlier day, we offer it to the birds and to nature and to say, please bless our brothers wherever they are. So here also, see, every festival, whatever was there is deep rooted in some blessings or something, some significance or other. Whether it's just a festival if we take, but if we go behind the significance of the festival, that's what I'm doing after the Gyan. Every festival, I go to the deeper significance because that belief is there. And I always believe that this body, which with the soul is living, were given by my Lokik parents. So, as a mark of respect also to those souls who are no more, we do. So, I just wanted to, whoever are celebrating, to just say it is called as Happy Kanu Pongal, and that's also one more blessings. And that way we accumulate blessings from them. I just wanted to share it's something personal, but I just wanted to share with the family.
Yeah, thank you, Girijaben. Yeah, Kanu Pongal, I heard this. Yeah, brothers and sisters. So they definitely, the blessing is um, uh, something that we don't get it overnight, right? So it's actually, especially with the parents and the brothers, right? The way that we have been interacting with them, right, all matters. So let's say 50 years or 20, 35 years, we stayed with them. The whole year is considered, right? The whole years. How we interacted with them, what we gave them, right? How much they cared us and how much they helped us, all that matters, right? So that the kind of bhavana that goes out of us definitely as a blessing, so that all will help the other person to um, flourish or become powerful. So here also that is why in today's Murli also Baba said that everything our all face, eyes, words, everything, actions, right? Everything should create blessings. Every step we'll have to have that blessings, um, accumulate blessings from others. So accumulating blessing is not that easy, right? Because when I say easy in the sense, some people would have sanskar, right? Some would have soft sanskar, some would have deep-rooted hard sanskar. So meeting their requirement or pleasing them, right? That is always a challenge. Sometimes their sanskar will not allow the other person to, for example, I remember this Prakash Mani Dadi was asked by Baba, right? So, and I think Dadi said 95% of the people might be happy with Dadi's dealing, right? But the 5% was not. Maybe the 5% Baba said it's because of their sanskar, right? It's not Dadi's mistake. Girichaben, would you like to share any tips or any point which can be used for intensifying the Purushat for everyone? We can take that as a last sharing and then close
Yeah,
today's session.
if you're speaking about today's Murli, I just like these three things, this thing with three specialities with which Baba has shared: staying, serving, as well as returning with him. This should be our aim. Now, our aim is, not to increase wealth, not to increase relationship, not to increase contacts, not to, increase on that, but to increase one wealth, that is blessing, because it's really needed, I tell you. Whatever be your purusharth and all, if somewhere in some point you've hurt somebody, it's not, the blessings is not going to work. That's why when Baba says, whenever you speak, they always say once something has gone out, it's gone. Like even yesterday, Chandakala Ben was sharing about how negativities used to come and how later she stopped. But what I feel, if we have an alert mind, even before we speak a small thought, we can retract. We can retract whatever if a negative effect is be there. So for this is the special month for that. This is the only month, and I've feel 16 days have gone of this month. Only 2 more days have left when it's going to be the climax for us. So what I do is, there are these 18 steps of Brahma Baba, and there is also one more called as 18 action steps of Brahma Baba. And of course, Brahma Baba ki kahaniyan. Somewhere at least one paragraph or something I read. And more than Shiv Baba, I really, to tell you, too much with Brahma Baba. It's still 18th January. That kashish I try to do, because he is going to be the one who's really going to take me close to Shiv Baba. These kind of things. Silence, of course, will help, I think. But still more the Murlis, the other disciplines which Baba has given. But I think my kashish for Brahma Baba this month, I will be blessed. That's the mood. This month, if you tell me, only that's running in my mind, nothing else, because this is really a special month, very special month. And I've heard it from all these seniors, whether it was Dadi Prakash Mani or Nirvair Bai and all, how the whole month of January, it's something, even in Madhuban, if you go, no, it's something different, Panda Bhavan. Well, so much more. This is just my personal thing, to talk to him, to see him. Baba says, don't keep us picture, but I don't. I really love to through his eyes, because if even Shiv Baba has to give me drishti, he cannot give. He has to give it through Brahma's eyes. So I love to have that eye contact with him, looking at him, seeing him, and it's something life with Brahma, I should say. So these small things, reading his steps, reading his action steps, and all, I always do. There are much more, but I like this love more than yoga. this love which you have for Brahma, it's something more than even the yoga with Shiv Baba. That's what I'm doing at present in this month. Om Shanti.
Yeah, wonderful. Very nice. So, yes, um, stay with him. That will definitely help. And this time, like you said, 18th January is very special. And following Father's footstep, 18 steps and 18 action will definitely keep you stay with him or help you stay with him to create that awareness. So what happens when the day begins? There's going to be pull from the field of action to get into our karmas, right? To complete our task, whether it is household related or whether it is work related. So, while doing all that, maintaining that awareness, right? If we can do that, then definitely it will add value to it because we are, after all, we are trustees, right? So we'll have to keep.
Vijay, just to add one sentence, you know what? Actionally, what I do, when we were young, we used to write Sri Ram Jayam, Sri Ram Jayam, Sri Ram Jayam. Now I take that every day, that one step of this, I have a diary and I write that, in a line, whatever is the main thing. So if you are, especially if you are, so that, by the end, like the Path Swarup, there's 18 steps gets by heart. I write down like Sri Ram Jayam, I write down these 18 points. Action step, I don't write. I write the 18 steps of Brahma Baba. Literally, I like, and I had steps in my house. So, and I don't know whether it's coincidence or something, it's 18 steps. So, like even see Magaravalakku, Painatapadi is Ayyappa's is also 18 steps. It's such a holy thing. So every
Yeah.
step when I walk, first one day I say willpower, 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 intention, good intention. I'm just saying, maybe it's a bhakti attitude, maybe, but that also makes me close. I just wanted to share something personal which I do. Om Shanti.
Okay, great. So, with the interest of time, we'll remember Baba and close the session because, um, yeah, so we even I have to leave. So let's remember Baba. I will sit in silence and remember Baba. Let's go to Madhuban. Let's sit in Baba room. Let's sit in history hall hut and also take powerful sakash from the Tower of Peace. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. We shall connect again tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, you all have a beautiful day. Om Shanti.